Alright, and hey there, Proxyians, and this is Proxify here, and guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Wind Waker HD Let's Play. So, if you guys missed out during the last episode, we went and actually explored out around with some of the other new islands that we haven't really ever got to go and ever check out yet. Oh no! And now I got myself the battle out here with Cyclos that I cannot believe I went and accidentally misclicked. Okay, hopefully that's not going to become too much of a problem because I'm going to make sure that we get them as quickly as we can. But yes, so since we were exploring around with some of the new areas, we're trying to make our way on over to where the Forsaken Fortress is actually going to be at. And from there, we actually have to go and explore out the rest of the other different places that are going to be around where the Forsaken Fortress is going to be. But however, I kind of want to make things a little bit easier for us. So we're going to get ourselves the Battle of the Gales here, and then actually make sure that we also do get ourselves with the Swiss Sail as well too in this episode, because we actually do need to go and return back to Windfall, and we actually have to go and do the little auction house mini game for a little bit. So this is how we're going to be able to learn on how to actually play the Ballad of the Gales. It's actually not going to be all that too difficult because I still have this melody still ingrained into the back of my head still. Because basically, both this melody and also with the Wind's Requiem, you're going to keep on remembering that those two songs, I think, for the rest of your life, because like majority of this game is going to basically be based around by you using how to use the teleporting method, or actually by using the Wind's Requiem to actually go and open up a few other different places. But however, we can actually go and do one little quick thing here, even though that we can't really go and do this just yet. But we can get ourselves interacted by the baby Great Fairy that's actually going to be located around in this place. And the Mother and Child Isle is actually not all that too far away. It's actually located right around where the Forsaken Fortress is, and we're going to head right on inside and actually get to experience about what is going on within this place. Now, this area you can also go and pick up with some fairies as well too while you're at it, because this area is pretty nice to actually get some regain of some fairies as well. But young Waker of the Winds, how did you manage to find this place? I'm the queen of the fairy world, and I've been waiting for your arrival, but now it's not yet time for us to go and meet. So unfortunately, we can't really go and do this yet because we have to go and rescue out with Errol first. But you still have many challenges to overcome. You still can protect an individual very dear to you. Yes, I know of her, but there is yet another in this world whom you must go and protect. So come back to the fountain again when you have met with the individual, and then the time has come for you to go and face a new challenge. At the time, I shall show you my true self. Alright, well, so for right now, we can't really go and spot her out just yet. But for right now, since we actually do have our spare bottle with us, we'll try and go and see if we can pick up on one of these berries. Now, I'm going to try and see if I can make sure that I go and pick you up, and can I go and pick you up? Nope. I guess not. It's just going to be a ball of water. Dang it. Okay. Yeah, I think unfortunately for these fairies here in particular, I don't think you can really go and grab these, unfortunately, because they're kind of like floating in the air, and most of the time you're actually just going to just keep on picking up on the ball of water, so we'll probably have to go back to like Dragon Roost or something, and have to return back to there a little bit. But anyways, here is Windfall Island. This is also another destination that I do want to go and actually head on over to, but yes, we do need to go and do the little auction house game that is going to be happening here. Now, I'm not really too familiar if we're going to be able to go and grab this Swiss Sail right away, but again, since we do have the Song of Passing, we can actually make days go by a little bit faster while we are here, so that is somewhat pretty nice. Okay, so with that being said in mind, let's go and head up around through here, and I think the auction house is actually located right over, I think, in this spot right here, I think, right? It's in this little type of red door, I think it is. Okay, so here it is. This is the auction house, I think. Now, I don't think there really seems like anybody is in here at the moment. Maybe we have to do this at nighttime, maybe not during the day. So we'll have to go and do the Song of Passing here. So let's go and try that out. So, Song of Passing. So that would be this, and then down below like so. And let's see if nighttime actually does have the auction house finally here. Hopefully that is going to be the case, because that would be very handy indeed. Alright, so let's go back inside, and maybe this time around we'll probably see our little friend here that we've seen from before, when he actually gave us the sale from the first time. Ah, here we go. Here's the dude right here. So, well now, good evening. Yes, I rented out the first floor of this mansion in order to run the nightly auction. Actually, it's tonight's auction about to begin, but oh dear, it is ever. Now, if you guys actually do tell, there is a chest in the background there, and we can't actually go and pick up on that chest, but we have to get up to the very top of the part of the mansion that's actually going to be around within this place. But we'll have to go in and check back that a little bit later within Windfall, when I actually do have like the fire and ice arrows for it. But what's this? Well, dear me, I do detect that a hint of curiosity. I do believe that, fortunately, we do welcome bidders of all ages, both kinds, well, both kids and adults. Well, I almost said both kinds. Well, both kids and adults. So absolutely, why not? Let's go and try it. Why not? Maybe we could probably get ourselves. I'm completely fine with it. Yeah, of course. All right, so let's get the show on and let's get everything begin, man. All right. So what is going to be the special rarity item for today? Now, I don't know if this item is going to be difficult to find or what's going to happen here, but yes, first let me go and thank all of you, the bargain-loving people, for joining us in this evening. Dear me, what a turnout. The auction is about to begin, so let's go and do as supposed. It will pop up as the item of the evening. Alright, so the item of today is going to be a joy pendant. Oh, come on, man. Well, that's not something that's interesting that I want to go and find. Alright, well, maybe I can actually, yeah, so let someone just go and get it sold. Alright, we're going to cancel one out here. Do you wish to quit? Yeah. We'll have to come back to this a little bit later. Alright, so I'll be back in one quick second, guys. I'm actually just going to keep on skipping through here until I actually figure out when we actually do get ourselves with the Swiss sale, and I'll see you guys when that actually does happen. Ooh, alright, well, guys, I am actually back, and here is actually one thing that we're going to be doing here at the auction house, and that is that we're going to be able to go and grab ourselves out on a special treasure chart. Now, I did not really recognize that there was going to be a treasure chart here within the auction house, but that is going to be something special that we can actually go out and do. So, we're going to make sure that we will hopefully at least try to grab this as best as we can. Alright, so I'm actually going to go and just keep on pressing A and just going to make sure that I actually get ourselves into one of our very first bids. Now, if you guys remember, we actually did do some Final Fantasy IX back on the channel, and we actually went and, alright, so here we go. So if you want to make things go a little bit crazy, we're going to say $167. Or 167 rupees, I should say, not dollars. But now I think everyone's going to get themselves a little bit confused, and hopefully by that point, now we can also try and upbid ourselves as well too, and kind of make things a little bit nicer for us, so that then they don't have to really worry about having to literally try to jump in. But I think you could also do sniping, I think, as well, too, in this game, if you ever want to try and get it. Oh, and here we go. So our top bid is Prox. Nice. So loosen up those purse strings of good people and cast caution to the wind and bid away. Oh, no. So now this guy's going to try and one-up me. Alright, well, that's not going to happen, dude. You know, we're going to make sure that it's going to be at 261 rupees. How about that? Take that, man. I know that this is going to probably eat up a bit of our rupees, but I want to make sure that we at least go and grab this as best as we can. Now, hopefully at some point this guy should at least be trying to call it at some point where he's going to be saying, like, well, at some point, like, the bidding is all about to be ending soon. So it seems like we're somewhat in the clear. I'm just going to kind of go up a little bit. Oh no, here we go. We got another person. 273. Oh, man. All right. Well, you know what? I'll try and do maybe one more bid, and we'll see how well. Alright, there isn't much time left, good people. Alright, let's go and keep on immediately pressing the A button. Oh, no. Oh, no, not her. We don't want her to get it. I want to make sure that we get this here. Oh, no. Let's go up to... No, not 392. Let's do 332. How about that? Alright. Alright, here we go. Let's see if we can make these guys confused. Is he serious? What a brat! Yeah. What are you gonna do now, guys? This is gonna be insane money right here, man. I'm putting down like 300 rupees down. Alright, and it's sold. And here we go. So the Night Fabulous goes to Prox for 332 rupees. Jeez, that's insane for a treasure chart, man. That was congratulations. Alright, so now he's gonna take all my money, though. Well, that sucks, man. So now I actually have to go and actually come back to this place at some point and regain more money so I can actually be able to get myself the Swiss sale. Dang it. Alright. Well, at least that was something, you know. We got ourselves a treasure chart, but not a Swiss sale, so we'll have to do... Well, I may probably have to come back and do that on my own time then. and we'll see if that is going to be a little bit better. Oh, and we cannot forget, but we also do have Beetle, which I do need to go and make sure to buy on some more bait, because I would actually like to have that just in case here. But again, we are going to be exploring out with the last bit of the other few other different sections that we have never got to go out and see just yet around the outer part of Forsaken Fortress. So we're not going to go and head inside Forsaken Fortress right away, but we are going to buy out some extra more bait. So let's go and do that as best as we can. Alright guys, so I am back, and here is one of the type of new sections that we haven't really been outside around where the Forsaken Fortress is actually going to be at, and this is actually another one of these Great Fairy type of places that we can actually be able to go and check out here. It seems like, unfortunately, I don't think I can really go and do anything about this just yet, because this seems like an area that actually does need to have the skeleton. I forget what this item is actually called. The Skull Hammer, I believe that's actually what is known as here in Wind Waker. I almost called it the Megaton Hammer. But yeah, we do need the Skull Hammer for this. Unfortunately, we cannot really go and enter into this place right away, but at least that is something that we can be able to go and make sure to actually go and check up with this area a little bit later. I did see that there was batfish kind of lurking around here in the distance, so I kind of want to go and check that out. I think that's Forsaken Fortress up there, so we are getting close to that area. Alright guys, so I am back, and I finally got that annoying shark out of the way. So instead of me just using bombs, I just went and used an arrow instead. But here is also the other type of eye reef that we can probably go and maybe do a little bit of some exploration with, unless if this thing is actually open to us now. Just have to be a little bit careful with these barrels around, because we don't want to get ourselves injured by those. We already done that before when we were doing that little rupee race though. Okay, so here we are. So this is where we do need to go and check out, see if there's anything interesting that we need to do here. It seems like there is no cannons in here just yet, so we'll have to come back to this for another time then. But at least we got this kind of marked down now, and if we ever do come back here at some point. But let's go and start heading on down to this place though, and it seems like there's also another island as well too where the Forsaken Fortress is. Now I don't know if this is something that we can just kind of just check around, or see if we can find like a hidden chest or something around in here. I don't think this really has anything too much to offer, I don't think, to even begin with. So let's go and find out. Ooh, actually there may probably actually be. Hold on. Maybe if I just get out just a little bit further down here. Alright. Let's try this out. Is that going to be anything interesting? It seems breakable. I could probably break that down. Huh. Very weird. Okay, maybe it's just probably just some texturing effect. That kind of looks like it seems kind of breakable. But I know that there's like a broken ship around here, though. I don't think we can really go and do anything about this either. But yeah, the one thing that does need to happen, though, within the Forsaken Fortress is that we actually do need to go and bust down on the door. So we just have to be a little bit careful if we don't get ourselves spotted yet. But yeah, so while we start making our way down to this place, though, there's going to be there's going to be bombs everywhere around in this place. So we just need to go and break on down with that. And with that being said in mind, we can now finally go and enter into this place and just be a little bit careful. Oh my god, the game is like lagging so hard. Jeez. Now we're finally here. And I think we're done a little bit with exploring here, so Game has likely have been made aware of our little incursion already. But if you have the Master Sword, the sword shall shine in the darkness, casting back evil with it in your hands. None can keep you from rescuing out on your sister, so do not be afraid. Okay. And I think with that being said in mind, we're going to go and end off this episode for today. In the next one, guys, we are going to be hopefully rescuing out with our sister, Errol, and making sure that we do get ourselves with the Skull Hammer, and then we can actually go and return back to that fairy island, and then we can finally get ourselves with our next up-and-coming upgrade, which I think that may probably be for our arrows. I could be wrong, but I think that's what may probably happen. And hopefully with that being said in mind, we could then get ourselves the upgrade for our elemental bow as well too, with getting ourselves with the fire and ice arrows back from the other section that we went and checked over to with the mother and child. So I'll see you guys then, and of course, peace.